So yesterday I was talking about Pepe coin and how it was breaking a new all-time high versus Bitcoin. It's already broken a new all-time high in the US dollar, and yesterday we had a daily candle that was above the previous high, the highest level that Pepe coin has ever yet been versus its Bitcoin valuation. But today we are seeing a rejection of that level. Or is this just a pause before we break through support? I got to discuss this with you guys in this video. I know that a lot of people are wondering, how many Pepe do you need to be a millionaire and all these things? I got a video like that coming soon, but in this video, I just got to talk about whether Pepe coin is going up or down in US dollars and versus its Bitcoin valuation, because there's a key signal that I got to make you guys aware of on this chart that I was looking at yesterday, and things have changed overnight, and we got to get into it, guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about Pepe coin, and this is the chart. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, versus the US dollar, Pepe coin is breaking new highs. That is indisputable at this point. You know what else you got to take a peek at? In the last 7 days, Pepe coin is one of the top performing coins. Of course, Peanut the Squirrel is absolutely on a boom, getting a retracement down from its highs, but Pepe coin is blasting off because we had those Coinbase listings and we had the Robinhood listing for Pepe recently, which is absolutely huge. At this point, Pepe coin is available on basically every exchange out there, all the key ones at least. And when this bull market continues to explode, which I do anticipate, when you look at the total market cap, this is about in price discovery mode as this continues to blast off. Now that Pepe's on all the key platforms, it's likely got a ton more upside. Yesterday, I talked about how it could go to $100 billion market cap, and I think that that's possible. But I know a lot of people are wondering, well, where can Pepe coin go in the meantime? Is it a good buying opportunity? So let's discuss it a little bit. Now today, if you just look at the broader markets and you look at Bitcoin, it came down quite a bit yesterday. In fact, if you look at the Bitcoin chart, you'll see that Bitcoin came all the way down overnight to $87,000. In fact, I think it got as low as maybe even to the high 86s as well. And that is interesting, okay? Because as Bitcoin is coming down, Pepe's still at its highs. Yesterday, we had a daily candle close that was red versus the dollar, but today we're green again, which is huge. It's very significant. There's a tremendous amount of strength for Pepe right now. Over the last 24 hours, there are some coins that are up today, but Pepe coin, after exchange listings, didn't really have a sell-off. In fact, it's actually still one of the top performers over the last 7 days, but if you look over the last 24 hours, it is not one of the biggest losers today. It's just not really pumping right now. It's kind of in a pause. Well, why? Why is Pepe coin pausing right now? Well, let's take a peek at the Pepe chart. So you already know that it's going to new all-time highs versus Bitcoin. But this is the key, guys, Pepe versus Bitcoin. We looked at this yesterday, and I got to give you guys another update in this video. So what we were looking at yesterday is this daily candle for Pepe versus Bitcoin was sitting above this trend line. What is this trend line? This is the trend line signaling the previous high that Pepe had versus its Bitcoin valuation back in May of earlier this year in 2024. Now, at the time of this recording, Pepe coin is currently below that level. Yesterday, I was saying if we get a daily candle close above this level, and the daily candle close, you can see the thick part of the green candle. This is the candle close. The body of the candle close below this line, which means what? It means we're experiencing some resistance here, guys. This is exactly what we talked about yesterday. Now, if we had the candle close above, that would have been a sign that we could have some continued upside in the short term for Pepe. Now that we've closed below, there could be a sign of potential weakness of Pepe versus Bitcoin in the short term. We still got to keep an eye on this daily candle and see exactly what's going to shake out with that. If you look at the weekly candles, we are still at the all-time high weekly candle close for Pepe versus Bitcoin, which is huge. And so this candle closes in 2 days and 6 hours. Just as I was saying with the daily candle, if this weekly candle closes above this line, that shows you that Pepe is going to continue to have relative strength versus Bitcoin. And that shouldn't come as a surprise to you guys, because one thing we've been talking about a lot on this channel is that when this total market cap rips, the altcoin season should begin. But the key metric is still Bitcoin dominance. And what do you know? Bitcoin dominance is actually at its cycle high again today. It is still moving up. So why is this significant for Pepe? Because while Bitcoin dominance is climbing up, with Pepe coin still breaking out and almost having a weekly candle close above its previous high, Pepe coin is a strong outlier in the market. So Is it a buying opportunity right now? Well, I cannot give financial advice. We don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll tell you, if you're sitting on the sidelines wondering right now if Pepe is a buy, a couple things to consider. One, if this weekly candle closes above, we're likely going to see continued upside for Pepe coin. But I do want you guys to take that cautiously because there is still a chance, even if we come up above this line, that you could see Pepe coin come up and retest and turn what is currently resistance, clearly resistance, testing resistance there, breaking above and coming back down below, now sitting at resistance. It could break above, come back down, test for support, and then maybe as it tests for support, that is the time where Bitcoin dominance starts to come back down, and then Pepe can begin its really big rally versus Bitcoin. So is it a buying opportunity? In my personal opinion, I think that in this broader bull market, as I mentioned in my video yesterday, Pepe coin could go to $100 billion at some point in this bull market. What does that mean to you? That means a 10x. Okay, a lot of people want to know about the price. Price is relevant in my mind. Market cap is everything you need to think about when it comes to crypto. Right now, it's sitting at about a $10 billion. Let's get into the specifics for it, actually. If you look over the last 7 days, we'll see Pepe. It's at a $9 billion market cap to $100 billion. That's a 10x. I think that's still on the table for this coin. So if you're thinking, okay, well, maybe it goes to $100 billion, or maybe you want to only hold Pepe coin to $50 billion, that's a 5x. If you're looking for that, I do personally think it's a buying opportunity, but you do have to be cautious because we are currently at resistance. So maybe you want to take on a little bit more risk and you want to play these games, and they can be dangerous games. They can be extremely fruitful too. Maybe you see this as resistance, and maybe you want to say to yourself, maybe you're thinking, okay, but we're going to reject off here, which is a possibility as well. Here is the more bearish scenario where we kind of reject off this level, come back down and test some of these previous peaks, and maybe then we come back up, play this game, and bounce higher. Those are kind of the scenarios that I'm looking at right now for Pepe coin. But in the mid to long term, I believe that we still have a ton of bull market left. When I've talked about this repeatedly on my channel, Bitcoin's currently at all-time highs. The total market cap's about to break out. I want you guys to remember, from the lows in the previous bull markets to the highs, this is just the low from the 2018 bottom to the 2021 peak. It's 1,071 days worth of bull market. And then if you go back to the previous low to the high, you'll see it was about 1,050 days as well. The idea is, guys, is that we are currently only from the bottom in this bull market to where we're at today, 721 days into this thing. And so we could hypothetically have a continuation for up to 1,000 days from the bottom to the top, which, again, let me remove my banner, could show us that we could come all the way out, and if you look at the bottom of my screen here, to September of 2025, telling us that from the current day, okay, we could potentially still have up to going out to September again, boom, 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 200 to 300 days left of bull market. 300 is, if the trend follows the same as we've seen in every bull market, maybe 300 days of bull market left. So again, in the mid to long term, I'm looking at this total market cap saying, I expect this to break out just as we predicted with Bitcoin. And what that means is that your altcoins are going to pump too. But when your altcoins are really going to explode is when Bitcoin dominance comes back down, because that means that the majority of the money coming into crypto is not going into Bitcoin at that point. It means it'd be going into altcoins. As this Bitcoin dominance falls, that does not mean the price of Bitcoin falls. It just means that there are more money, new money, and money is flowing out of Bitcoin more so into altcoins. But that means that the Bitcoin price could still be going up. So again, is this a buying opportunity right now? This is definitely a dangerous zone to go long on Pepe. What I'd really love to see is I'd love to see a bounce up above, bounce on support and move up. It could play out the other way though, where we kind of reject off here, test some of the key levels that you're kind of seeing right here, and then bounce off that and move back up, possibly test support and continue to the upside. So again, is this a buy opportunity? It's got to be your own choice, guys. You got to make your own decisions. In the long term, I think Pepe is going to continue going up. We still have a ton of upside in the overall market. In the meantime, I think it's a fantastic coin to be trading. If you want to trade for yourself, you can sign up for Blowfin using our link. I have it pinned in the comments section for you guys down below. That's a really quick Pepe coin update for you guys, but I wanted to give it to you because this is a key moment here for Pepe. You want to see a daily candle close above this if you want to see immediate continuation to the upside. But even then, you're still going to want to be cautious. And probably if you're trading, these are probably short-term trades as we're dancing around support and resistance. We want to see a test of through this resistance, break above, a test on support, and an explosion to the upside. Could we just blast through? We could. It's possible, guys, that we could just blast through. There's a lot of ways that this could play out. But in my mind right now, I do think that in the mid to long term, there's a ton of upside still for Pepe. 5 or 10x, I think, is a slam dunk for Pepe. In my mind, still 10x is, quite a bit, but I think a 5x is extremely achievable for Pepe. I think it's one of the strongest memes in this bull market. There's certainly some new competitors like Peanut the Squirrel. We're going to keep content coming out for you guys on things like that. But that's my Pepe update for you guys today. That's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. DCA HODL, guys. Do your own research. If you're watching on X, give us a retweet. Give us a like. If you're watching on YouTube, smash a like. Subscribe to the channel. I got 2 videos for you as well if you're watching on YouTube right here. If you want to check them out, I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.